Hey, I'm Josh George with my brother here doing a bonus video. We're going to talk about the AP Top 25 and teams that should move up, down, or stay the same. You can see on your screen the team we're starting with. What do you think, Jeremy? Alabama up or down?
Alabama 6-0. They beat the number 4 team. I'd move them up to number 1.
I agree. They look really good so far. Move them up to number 1. Okay, Ohio State, Jeremy.
Ohio State, they're 2-0. But they haven't beat anybody that's beat anybody yet. They're in the Big Ten. They haven't done much yet. I'd move them down.
They haven't played enough games. They haven't beat a significant enough an opponent, and they've only played 2 opponents, so I would move them down. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame 6-0, but they haven't beat any ranked teams. I'd leave them at 4.
I think they should stay the same. I think they have a big prove-it week this week against Clemson. Georgia.
They lost to Alabama. They're in the SEC, same as Alabama. I'd move them down.
Move them down just a little bit. Yeah, they had the fail man at quarterback. Didn't do good. They've got super quarterback problems, so I'd move them down.
Cincinnati 5-0, currently number 6. They've got wins against Army and Southern Methodist University. I'd move them up to third or 4th.
I might be willing to move Cincinnati. I'm gonna go stay with where they are because they haven't played a major conference team yet.
BYU number 9.
7-0. They're 7-0 and they've won. They've scored 40 points in at least 4 games. Is something I've been saying about them.
I'd move them up. I'd move them up to maybe number 5.
Yeah, I might move them up. They've been beating a lot of the teams they're supposed to beat. Oregon,
they haven't played a game yet. 0-0. Why are they ranked 12th? I think they should be unranked because they haven't played a game yet.
I agree. It's November and you haven't played a game. You shouldn't be ranked. I wouldn't have any Pac-12 teams ranked. Oklahoma State.
OSU, ranked 14, 4-1, lost to Texas. I'd leave them where they are.
They got a lot of weapons. They look good on defense. They had a fluke loss to Texas. It's really hard to tell how good they really are, and they just have. I feel like their resume is incomplete, so I think they're in a good spot where they are.
Number 15, Coastal Carolina, 6-0. They beat Kansas University. That's a Big 12 team. You know, I'd move them up to 2nd place.
Oh, I think that's a little far, but I would move them up for sure. They have beat a major conference team, even though that's Kansas, who hasn't won a game. But they're 6-0, and they're proven, and they're blowing teams out, which is what you're supposed to do. Okay, last team here, Michigan.
They're 1-1?
Yeah, they're 1-1.
They're ranked 23rd. I guess I'd leave them where they are.
I'd move them down. I'd move them out. Their only win is against 0-2, Minnesota, and then they lost to a Michigan State team who's not great, so I'd move them out of the top 25. I'm Josh George, and this is my brother Jeremy.
And we're signing off.